Ladies and gents, welcome back to the channel. I am Sefian FM. Today we are looking at Kenneth Taylor, sitting at Ajax right now, 20 years old, 18 million to 54 million, so hopefully he won't be that expensive. 21.5K per week as a regular starter. So he may be wanting to change to the Premier League or another league, top club or something like that. But stats-wise, he looks okay. He's got a couple of 14s. He's got a 15 in there, a free kick taking. But, heading 9 is not great. Long throws of 8, you don't really need all that much. Crossing of 7, he's not really going to be playing on this attacking midfield side. So to me personally, crossing of 7 isn't all that much of an issue. Acceleration and pace, however, are not great. So I'm not a big fan of that. He has versatility, though, all the way up the front except striker. He's got all across the midfield. He's competent in center back. He's confident on the left and right of the midfield. So he can play in a pinch on in a lot of different positions, which kind of makes up for some of the stats that he doesn't have. But technique of 14, passing of 14, marking 11 is not great. So he definitely has a lot of room to grow, but we're going to look in the next 10 years and see how he does. Career milestones, as you can see, standard usual ones. Senior club debut, UEFA European Championship under-17 winner, so that's a big one for Netherlands. Scored his first senior club goal for young Ajax. Eredivisie champions. So he's won a lot at Ajax. Maybe it is time to move on. But we've got the next 10 years to cover, so let's quickly check that out and see how he goes. Well, this was easy. At the tail end of the 2033 season, 10 years on, he's 31 years old. He's still with Ajax. He is not for sale, however. 83K per week. That's it as an important player. His stats have definitely grown. Acceleration is up there. Pace is 13, though. But, it's not an amazing amount of growth. However, it is good enough for me. First touch of 15. Heading is still not there of 9. Long throws of 7, whatever. Tackling of 9. So, center back and DM, I don't know about that, but technique of 15, passing of 15. So he's got some great numbers and some average ones and some not the greatest ones. Determination of 17 is great, though, but he's got a lot of 13s and 14s in his mental. So, definitely one to take a look at. He's got a negative 8.5 potential, as we see a lot of players do. I believe that's 140 to 170 or thereabouts in a fixed. Once you start your save, that is where your fixed potential will be, anywhere in the middle of that somewhere. If it's closer to the 170 and you can reach anywhere near that, fantastic. You've got a player that is going to be a worldie for quite a while. If you're closer to the 140, generally players don't actually get to their full potential. So if your fixed potential is 140, you might be getting to 120, not the greatest. He's an important player for Ajax, doing really well. It looks like he's all greens. Champions League, 10 appearances, 709. Eredivisie, 32 plus 1, 6 goals, 4 assists, 716. So I'm going to assume that he's not closer to the 140. He's more, 160 maybe full potential. And then he's kind of getting to has gotten to the, 140 to 150 range. That's my guess, at least. And as I actually open up my third-party app and take a look, his current ability right now is 154. So that's what you're seeing here. His potential is 159. So this is what you get with 154. Career stats-wise, everything is coming up Ajax. However, from the start, he's got 7.0 and above average rating. He's not a goal machine. He's not an assist machine. He doesn't need to be. But he's got some very good numbers. He doesn't look like he's all that injured. It looks like he's playing very regularly. So he's got quite a bit of history there. Milestone-wise, you can see first international goal and cap against Andorra at age 20. Becker winners, Eredivisie champions. Dutch Player of the Year, 3rd place. So you got Cruyff Shaw winners, Eredivisie champions. Pretty much you're continuing on in everything. You're getting all the trophies for Ajax, at least. But nothing much for Netherlands, nothing much for yourself. Nope, that is it. So Eredivisie champions, Becker winners, and Johan Cruyff Shaw winners. That is it. But, it's still a trophy cabinet full of them, but you're Ajax, so what do you expect? Injury-wise, very little. A lot of moderates, though, so that's kind of interesting to see. But from 23, you've got 3 moderates and 3 slights. Really not injury-prone whatsoever. Tactically for the club, you can see midfield center, 38 positions, 6 goals, 3 assists, nothing internationally for central midfield, but DM, 7 for club, 1 goal, 1 assist, 8 internationally, no goals, no assists, 692, 701 for the club, but as a center back, 2 for club, 690. So yeah, he does. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of the numbers for the center back position as he has more for this, central midfield and sort of the DM, not really. But that's how I would use him mostly, or train him up in some of these more defending positions. But I mean, he's getting a lot of games no matter what you say. But with a great career so far, where's he going to end up? And is he going to stay at Ajax for the rest of his career? Let's take a look. Well, at the end of the 2038 season, it seems to be where he hangs it up. Expires in 1 year his contract with Norwich right now. I looked in 39 and he's not even in the database anymore. So, like I said, contracted Norwich, 400K to 1.2 million, 47.5K per week as a fringe player. He's 36 years old, has had 125 caps for the Dutch national team. Absolutely fantastic. But yeah, his stats definitely are dwindling. His physicals are down, no question about it. He still has some 15s, some 13s, but otherwise, I mean, a lot of his technicals are down as well. So definitely time to call it a career. And even look at these stats. 1 plus 18 for the Premier League, 6.62. Ouch. But he did make his way to Norwich, to England on a free in the 2037-38 season. It looks like Ajax just said, you know what, we're done. Have fun. You're a fantastic servant, but it's time to go. 6.89s. I mean, even at the tail end, the last 3 seasons, not up in the 7s, so where you want them to be, but 6.89s, not too bad. 6.98, 6.99 is definitely not too bad. No goals, though. Definitely on the downward spiral in total appearances as well. Milestone-wise, he's got a lot more trophies. They're all Ajax. Moved to Norwich. No more personal trophies or third places or second or anything like that. And that's about it. Relegated from the Premier League in his final season. That is sad to see. And then later stages of his career, he's actually being used in a lot of different positions, both internationally and for club. So central midfield, you got 31, DM, you got midfield on the left and the right, as well as center back. So, I mean, he's kind of all over the board right now. But that is it for the career of Kenneth Taylor. I mean, it seems to have a good one. And at 159 fixed potential in the database for this time around, at least, it is a negative 8.5 for, him in general. So somewhere in that 140 to 170 is where he will end up in your saves. But he got to at least 154, if not a little higher. But overall, doing a good job. So that is it for me. I'm Stefan FM for the Football Manager blog channel saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.